Okay, I believe I left off at the spiritual meaning of having the different genders. So this is focused on women, girls. So the spiritual meaning of having daughters is daughters represent the feminine divine. Daughters are teachers. Daughters are bridges between generations. Daughters are blessings. If your first child was a girl, it's because you needed to know. It's time to do things differently. She's watching you. You hear that? She's watching you, being an example for your daughters as a mother. Instilling virtues into that woman, into that girl, into that baby, into that child. So she, along the way, she can know her rightful place in this world. She's not confused, you know? But a lot of these women are not qualified to be mothers, wives, sisters, or friends. Let's talk about it. Just because you birthed a child doesn't mean anything if you cannot lead her into a virtuous life. Okay? We must take accountability as women, as womb warriors. Okay? Children do not ask to be in this world. They did not ask to come into this world. No, it's between the father and the mother. So bringing a child in this world, it is your responsibility and it is your duty to love that child to the death of you. And even when you transition, still protect that child. I'm going to read Proverbs 31. A godly woman is famously described in Proverbs 31, saying, charm is deceptive and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. A woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. Fellas, you have to do your part as a man. It's important that you treat women with respect, especially the good ones, not the ones that's trying to use you or do whatever. The ones that are very good to you. If you fuck her over, excuse my language, karma waits at your door. A heavy karma. So let me say another thing too. In my early stages of school, my early school years, I played Sojourner Truth. And it's so funny to me. Every time I think about it, I'm like, bruh. Sojourner Truth. Let me tell you a little bit about her. Sojourner Truth became an outspoken advocate for abolition, temperance, and civil and women's rights in the 19th century. She fought for women's rights. She fought for her children. She never gave up. She had, think about 13 children. She was a fighter. She loved. And I was so intrigued by her that I decided, you know what, I should play her for Black History Month. That was in my early elementary days. So yes, I played Sojourner Truth. And her spirit has really been indebted in me. She is my role model. So yes, that's one of my role models. If you know about me. Sojourner Truth. If you don't know about her, go look her up. She's an amazing woman. She was an amazing woman. All right. So the lesson, now we're getting into the lesson. The lesson for today, we're going to talk about two different women. Two different type of women. Excuse me. Two different type of women. We're going to talk about the Jezebels. And we're going to talk about the Esthers. We live in biblical times, right? Believe it or not, Revelations is upon us. Noah's Ark is upon us. A big sweep is coming forth. We must be prepared. We must be prepared. So now let's talk about these Jezebels. What is a Jezebel? A Jezebel is an immoral woman who deceives people in order to get what she wants. Let's talk about Esther. Esther was a young Jewish woman living in the Persian diaspora who finds favors with the king, becomes queen, and risks her life to save the Jewish people. We have a benevolent heart versus a malicious heart. Okay? I'm gonna backtrack something I wrote a little while ago. I've had the hardest time healing my mother wounds. But today we're going to focus on the men, not the women. Pick that topic another day. Let me just say this. In everything, I really do stress this. In everything we do, we must do it with pure intentions. You cannot have bad intentions when you move in this world. For anything to work out for you, for the long, we're not talking about the short run. We're not talking about let's get a quick change here. No. For the long run, anything that you want to work out for you, you must have pure intention. Most of my relationships, right? I've met a whole lot of mama boys. And I'm not going to say a whole lot, like I've been really out here dating, no. But mama boys, there's nothing wrong with being a mama boy whatsoever. You know, we should really love and respect our parents. That's a given. However, most of these women are in secret competition with the woman you love. You know why? Because she's threatened by that woman's love for you. So her ego won't allow you to be with her peacefully. So she runs the competition. These women might as well be bitter baby mamas. Let me just put it this way. Fellas, women are very, 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 very dangerous. Very vicious. Women are the givers and takers of life. We hold something very, very, very special. That sacral chakra. That womb. That womb. Your mother is your first karmic relationship. Everything starts from home. The key in this life is growth. We all must leave what no longer serves us. If your mother can't accept you or who you love, you have to love her from a distance. Remember, true love is unconditional. True freedom. I just had to let y'all know about that real quick. Now back to the lesson. Back to the Jezebels and the Esthers. So we all have, believe it or not, if you really read the Bible or whatever, just life period, you need to really be aware of your surroundings. Like, I'm deep. Everything is deep to me. Like, why did I see 5 apples? And why did I have 5 sons? And why this and that? Like, I'm always trying to, like, yeah. But